Welcome back to KRQE News 13 and what will be the final debate of the 2017 mayoral contest. Mr. Keller, at the risk of antagonizing you, Mr. Lewis just said that you were in the pocket of APD's union.
Yes. You know, look, that is an absolute slap in the face to law enforcement in Albuquerque, and every police officer out there knows that. To say that somehow anything that when officers come together and they support someone, and everyone knows that the union represents the frontline officers, that is the same in every country, in every city, in every county, in every state. And so, Dan, this notion is literally insulting to police officers. And it's okay if we disagree on crime issues. It's okay if we disagree on all sorts of things. But you cannot stand here and say that our hardworking firefighters and police officers are somehow deceived or duped or otherwise led. That's insulting to their intelligence, and it's insulting to Albuquerque. And at the end of the day, look, you have never been there for them. That's why they're not supporting you. You cut their pay in 2009. In 2015, you cut 100 officers. Every single time when they've needed you, you haven't been there over the last 8 years. That's why it was an easy choice for them. Because they also believe in leadership. And what leadership means is putting together a broad coalition. And when you see folks like firefighters and police officers and progressive groups and the Albuquerque Journal and the ABQ Westside Chamber all supporting my campaign, it's because I'm not spending every debate throwing cheap shots at my opponent. It's because I'm trying to understand and gather us together so that we can lead together and actually be a city we believe in. And that kind of vision is what's so different from us. And that's what I think we should spend the remaining time talking about instead of throwing cheap shots.
Mr. Keller, I want to give Mr. Lewis a chance to respond.
Well, I mean, all those were cheap shots, you know, right there. I mean, the fact is, Tim, you blame the city council.
I do. You were there for 8 years. Yeah. I mean, the city council.
Well, you know, let's
that's
talk
so
about the
fair.
APOA. The APOA is a small group of union leaders. It's a PAC. It's like your super PAC.
APOA is hundreds of officers, Dan.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
it's okay to disagree, but you can't just make stuff up. You can't just lie about police officers.
Wasn't with 850 police officers. 850 police officers did not make that decision. This was 12 people total in a back room that made that decision. And so those officers
we were
know
at
that
the
I've had their
same
back
forum with hundreds of
over and
officers
over.
where they made that decision.
The decision was made by 12 people, and it was split. Well, so these are cheap shots, Tim.
Dean, voters are
say
smart,
that I've cut police officers are, you know, those are cheap shots. So, you know,
you did in 2015.
We've never cut police officers.
I will show you the budget. Look on, it's about page
this lie.
214.
But you know, this is what politicians say and do, and you know, you talk out of both sides of your mouth, and that's why people are so frustrated and so cynical about politicians. You spend a lot of time in Santa Fe, Tim.
I want to shift gears to the economy.
I was a state senator. Of course I did.
Gentlemen, beyond crime, the economy matters to the people of Albuquerque. They want more manufacturing jobs. They want more high-tech jobs. What are you going to do to bring both of those kinds of jobs to the city?
You know, we're going to focus on our strengths, and right now our strengths lie in the area of directed energy, of big data. We're number 6 in big data right now. Our health and biosciences, when it comes to our creative economy. You know, so when you're in business and you're running a company, you focus on your strengths, you keep your costs low, and you focus on what's profitable. And we have some incredible industries right now that we have the ability to be the catalyst to be able to help them grow. 2/3 of the money we've spent on LEDA funds have gone to local homegrown companies. And so we have to be in the game of the Amazons and the Tesla, because being in the game and being on the playing field, we win by being able to do that. But also at the same time, it's not an or mentality, it has to be an and mentality. We have to help our job creators thrive in this city. 80% of the job creators in the city are small businesses that produce 80% of the jobs in this city. We need to ensure that the burden is light on them, and we need to ensure that the city is the catalyst to be able to help them grow and do what they do best.
All right, Mr. Lewis, thank you. Mr. Keller?
Well, the question is how. I mean, all of those things sound good. All of those things are things politicians have been saying for a long time. And the real issue here is the following. We have, for a decade, been building our economy on the following thesis. We put all the tax incentives together that we vote on, LEDA funding, JTIP funding, all these different acronyms, and we package them up and we offer them to these big out-of-state companies to come here and move us. To come here and hire us. And it's almost this idea that if only some big company, some magical company can come here and solve all of our employment problems. We've been trying to do that for 20 years. And I agree with you, we should keep trying. But we've got to offer that same set of tools to small businesses here. That's what we haven't been doing, and that's what we've got to do. That means businesses like that are growing in those sectors that you mentioned, we've got to help them with the same tax increment districts, the same type of funding that we offer these large companies, we've got to offer to our family businesses and our local companies. We haven't done that in 20 years. That's what I want to do as mayor. And the last thing about that is, all we've gotten historically, for the most part, is call center jobs, entry-level jobs. And I used to work at one of those. It's a great entry-level job, but they're not career paths. If we take all of that effort and focus it on local businesses, we're creating a career path for our kids. That's how we keep our kids from not moving away. That's how we keep them here. That's how we reverse the brain drain. We offer a career path going forward in a technology startup or a family business, and we back that up with the same city programs that now we reserve for large out-of-state companies.
Mr. Keller, thank you. Mr. Lewis?
Well, we can do both, and the fact is we do have incentives for small businesses, and we do have incentives for the ability to be able to attract the kind of companies that could come and help create high-paying jobs. But here's the difference between Tim and I when it comes to job creation. I'm not a regulator. I'm not someone that's going to continue to put a burden, on small businesses, and come up with all kinds of mandated programs like the Sick Leave Act, which Tim supported over and over. Even with all the problems in it, it was supported. But the Sick Leave Act is not just one issue that the voters voted down a few weeks ago. There are job-killing initiatives like that that come across the city council and the mayor's office all the time. And the difference between us is I don't want to put the burden on small businesses that create the jobs. Wealth goes where it's welcome. And so I want to make sure that they have a light burden on them, that we make it easy and predictable for them to be able to do what they do best, create jobs, and keep government out of the way. And that's the big difference.
All right, Mr. Lewis, thank you. We don't have a lot of time. We're going to take a break in about 30 or 40 seconds. So a quick answer, if you would, gentlemen. Some people say that the prosperity of the state is tied to right to work. The right to work is keeping employers and jobs out of this state. It is not the purview of the mayor of Albuquerque, that sort of legislation. My question, though, is would you support or oppose right to work in New Mexico?
I've already voted against it numerous times, and I don't think we should be waiting on D.C. legislation they're trying to replicate nationally. We have to solve our problems with Albuquerque solutions. That's what our campaign is all
Okay,
about.
Mr. Lewis?
Well, I'm for it, and in fact that is DC solutions is what Tim supports.
Exactly.
is
right
being against right to work. So I'm for it, and also Sandoval County is leading the way in that right now. I think the city can lead the way in it. If the state doesn't do it, the state's not taking action on it. It's good for business. It's good for the economy. If we want to have jobs in this city that are growing and our economy to grow, those are the kind of policies that would help us, not hurt us.
All right, Mr. Lewis, thank you. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, both of the candidates will be given an opportunity to give their closing statements. Stay with us.